Imagine if you could rent out your graphics card like an Airbnb. Someone in Hollywood needs to render a three-dimensional movie scene, but instead of using Amazon or Google Cloud, they rent your idle GPU. You earn tokens. They save money. Everyone wins. That is the idea behind Render, a decentralized network for GPU power. In 2023, it migrated to Solana, supercharged its technology, and now it is powering everything from three-dimensional animations to AI training, all while rewarding everyday users like you. Let's break it down in plain English. What problem does Render solve? Rendering high-quality graphics takes a lot of GPU power. Think about special effects in Marvel movies, real-time environments in video games, or AI models that take days to train. Traditionally, creators use centralized cloud platforms like AWS or Google, but they are expensive, slow to scale, and controlled by tech giants. Render flips this model. Instead of building massive data centers, it connects artists and creators with people who have extra GPU power, gamers, studios, or even mining rigs sitting idle. It is like Uber for GPU power. Creators post jobs, and node operators complete the work and earn render tokens. Real-world examples. Let's say you are an animator working on a short film. Rendering a single frame might take hours on your laptop, but through the Render network, you can send that job out to hundreds of decentralized GPUs. Your scene gets rendered in minutes, and it costs up to 90% less than using Amazon's cloud. Or maybe you are a gamer with a powerful GPU that is idle while you are at school or work. Instead of letting it sit, you connect it to Render and get paid for helping creators around the world. This is not just theory. Render has been used in music videos, AI-generated art, and even partnered with Epic Games' Unreal Engine and Blender, tools used by over 50 million creators. How the tech works. So how does all this actually happen? Originally built on Ethereum, Render moved to Solana in 2023 after a community vote called RNP002. Why Solana? Because it is faster, cheaper, and perfect for splitting up lots of microjobs. Here is how the process works. A creator uploads their rendering job. The system divides it into smaller pieces. Jobs are distributed to GPU operators based on performance and reputation. Once a job is complete, a system called Proof of Render verifies the quality. Only after validation does the operator get paid in render tokens. This ensures quality, fairness, and fast delivery without needing a centralized boss. Tokenomics and rebranding. Now let's talk money. The native token, formerly RNDR, is being rebranded to Render as part of its migration to Solana. The network uses a burn mint equilibrium model. Artists burn render tokens to pay for GPU jobs. Every week, new tokens are minted to reward the node operators. This keeps the ecosystem balanced, like supply and demand in a digital marketplace. There is a hard cap of around 536 million tokens. But here is the catch. 85% of the supply is held by whales, early investors, or large holders. That means price swings are possible if they sell. Still, governance is open. Changes to emissions or rewards are made through community votes, like RNP018, which adjusted token release schedules. Pros and risks. The upside is clear. Render gives small creators access to massive compute power. It turns idle GPUs into income-generating assets, and it is aligned with the growing demand for AI, visual effects, and gaming, all of which are expected to grow 100 times by 2028, according to NVIDIA. But there are risks. Whale control over 85% of supply could affect token stability. It is still competing with cloud giants like AWS and Microsoft Azure. And real adoption depends on scaling both users and GPU contributors. Render is not just another crypto token. It is building the infrastructure for the AI and three-dimensional economy, empowering creators, decentralizing access to compute power, and rewarding real-world utility. If GPU demand explodes, as predicted, Render could be one of the most practical tokens in crypto. But like any new technology, the real question is, will creators and GPU owners actually adopt it or stick with the big clouds? What do you think? Could Render be the Airbnb of graphics power, or will it get crushed by the big tech giants? Drop your thoughts below. Like if you learned something new, subscribe for more crypto content in simple words, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.